Welcome back to the Owner Seat Podcast, the show for operators and builders who don't just want growth, they want control, clarity, and optionality. Today's episode is for anyone who's ever looked at the supplement aisle and thought, why does performance nutrition still feel stuck in the 2009 era? Because here's the truth. Most premium powders and pre-workouts start losing potency the moment they're manufactured, in case you didn't know that. Oxygen, moisture, heat, and light degrade ingredients over time, and the label doesn't tell you what's actually left by the time it hits your gym bag. My guest today is Sonia Gonzales, founder and CEO of AlxRX, a performance nutrition system built around a dual chamber pouch. I have one next to me. I'm going to show you that keeps liquid and powder separated until the moment you use it. You press, you mix, and you dominate. I love it. No shaker bottle. I hate those, and I got 1,000 of them. No clumps, no guessing, fresh mix on demand. And what I respect about Sonia is she's not building vibes. She's building IP, manufacturing, and distribution. This is why I wanted her on the show. The stuff that determines whether a product becomes a category or dies as a novelty. She's also built packaging innovation in adjacent health categories as well, which gives her a rare operator lens on innovation and execution at the same time. We're going to jump right in. Sonia, welcome to the Owner Seat Podcast.
Thank you for having me. Man, you sure make that sound super exciting.
Oh, no, you are excited. Like I said, and this is not your official, right? This is kind of your prototype version, and it's clear because we wanted everyone to see what's going on. So before I jump into the questions, I'm thirsty. I need some pre-workout, so I'm going to go ahead, Sonia. Am I doing this correctly? I'm just twisting it open.
No, you don't have to twist it first.
I don't have to twist.
Just squeeze the bottom first.
Squeeze the bottom.
Yep.
All right, here it goes. Oh my goodness, that is awesome.
And shake it.
And I shake it. It's all mixed up. And then how am I drinking this bad boy? Now I'm opening it. I love it. My goodness, I'm going to be up all night, right? Let's do it. And it tastes delicious. That's so good. Holy smokes. So it's that easy. You squeeze it. It mixes. There's absolutely, and I don't know if anyone could see this. There you go. If you're watching this, there's no clumps. It is so easy and it tastes delicious. And again, I'm going to be up all night. I probably should get my second workout of the day. I'm going to jump right in, Sonia. Sorry. What problem did you see in performance nutrition that most brands were ignoring that made you come up with AlxRX?
Really, we came up with the delivery system first and then really realized once we started separating it that there was this additional benefit because really we were just going after the convenience. Like you said earlier, the shaker bottle, it's such a pain having to blend your products. And I mean, it's just stuff that athletes, they're fitness enthusiasts, they've these things that they have to do every day. And it just becomes a pain. I mean, at first it's exciting. Like, hey, you get your ingredients, you start doing it. But before long, it's like, oh my gosh, I just need to get this done so I can get to the gym, get my workout, and then go on with my life. Yeah, it's not until after.
Or be on a podcast, right? Or host a podcast.
It's not until afterwards that we started looking at the benefits and then realized that because of the way that we were putting the delivery, that we really were getting additional benefits for the nutrition part of the product. And so that really excited us. Like, we've definitely got a huge differentiator than other products. No other product can offer this.
Yeah, I can only imagine because the way it was sealed, I've been messing around. I've been looking forward to it, by the way. I've had it for a couple days now. I'm like, can I just try this already? So I'm glad I'm doing it now. And from sealing it, you were mentioning not only absorption rate, but also, making sure things aren't decaying, you're losing those ingredients. I think that's so important because a lot of the supplements, many not FDA regulated, you don't really know what even some of the IV that we get, some of it is just not absorbed the right way because of how it's being shipped, how it's being stored. Can you walk us through a little bit of the science behind and some of the things that's led to the credibility of AlxRX?
Yeah, right now, first of all, the packaging is we're getting the packaging tested through Los Alamos National Laboratory and Sandia National Labs. So there'll be some science behind the packaging, how it works, the stability, sterility, strength, all the stuff that FDA would require from other products, not from this product, but just because of the fact that, like you said earlier, I was working on other products.
Yeah.
then we're going to have that advantage with the pouch. But then in the same sense with the product itself, once we look aside from the plastic, then we start looking at the product. And in reality, though, you've got two different options. You've got ready to drink, so you can have protein that's ready to drink. And once vitamin C, vitamin B, beta alanine,
Oh,
these get liquefied, they start losing their potency the minute they get
interesting.
liquefied. And so that's the same case with powder. And plus, they also have ready to drink also has preservatives to
Right.
keep it from going bad in there, right?
Yeah.
And then on the
Huh.
dry powder, once you open the container, that's the very most potent part of the product that you're going to get. After that, all the stuff that you had said earlier, from oxygen to humidity to just germs, whatever, you
Mm.
get the little scoop with your hands, you throw the scoop right back into the container. So
Or you have
all that plays a part on the ingredient.
I do the mold in my shaker bottle. Like I just love, for some reason I love keeping, it's terrible. I hate those things.
Yeah, so by the time you've used that product 10, 15 times, you're
Hmm.
definitely not getting the same amount. Plus, I mean, there's the other things like how much are you mixing? How much water are you using every time you do your pre-workout?
Uh,
Are you doing a heaping spoon? Are you doing less than heaping spoon? Like, so every time it's kind of like a different prescription that you're taking. And it's
it's
just, it
the
depends.
exact
Yeah.
quantity.
And with this, yep. And with this, then every
I
time that
love
you
that.
take it, it's exactly the same. And while the potency does also degrade, because I mean, it's just a natural product, it's so minute that it would be unrecognizable.
Right. No, I love the quantity aspect, because sometimes my extreme personality, I overdo it and I start getting the pre-workout itches. I don't know if anyone else deals with that, but I go too crazy. I'm like, I need the extra scoop, and it's not,
Yeah,
it's
well,
definitely not the
I
right thing to
think that
do.
I think that people kind of just feel like it's gonna give them just a little bit more boost if they just
Right.
add just a little bit more. But you're getting a different product every time that you
Mm,
make it. If you're
yeah.
not exactly measuring everything out, then you're just getting a different product. Plus, of course, it's degrading, so you're already getting a different product anyway.
Yeah. So when did this become, and I know you're also in the healthcare space. If you want to touch on that, I'd love to chat about what else you're doing with the pouch. And we not only have franchisors, franchisees, business owners, there's a lot of families out here that watch the show, listen into the show, a lot of moms, working moms as well. Do you want to go through some of the other ideas that
All right. Well, if
you've
you want to hear about the other, where it
I
all
do, because
started.
I think this is really important. I think, we've had three kiddos, and and I can't speak for my wife, but as you go through that process for many of the soon to be or existing mothers out there, breastfeeding and feeding your kiddo, it can be challenging, right? I love nowadays. There's all these Facebook groups, lactation consultants. Can you walk through some of the other things that you've done with the pouch and where this all came about?
Well, I've been working on the innovation for 6 or 7 years.
Wow.
I got the patent over 2 years ago, and really the first product and the initial product that I've been working on for so many years is a baby bottle system. I created it for the convenience of the traveling parent, and it's very similar to, let me just show you. It's very
Sure.
similar to what you see there, only this is already kind of more market ready. Um,
Amazing.
I don't know if you can see it.
We
Well,
could see it,
here
yeah.
we go. So this is the box that it comes in. And so originally, like I said, we designed it for the convenience of the traveling parent. But a couple of years ago, I was in a group and they were saying, well, you could use this for disaster recovery. And so then I was like, well, that does sound like a good idea. I came home and started doing research and realized that over 1,000 babies die from drinking unsafe water
Oh my
because the
goodness.
product brings water already. Then this product gets to an infant and there's no need to be concerned about bad water. And to think that
Sure.
1,000 babies a day globally are dying from drinking unsafe water. And so
Oh
that
my
really
goodness.
so that's where I kind of like my mission then
Yeah.
changed from, okay, I can
This is
make it
massive.
easier on the regular mom out there that's traveling, or I can save a baby's life. And so then I just
Mm.
started just very driven to do that. And so one kit will feed one baby for one day, comes with 8 pouches, and then it comes with a nipple.
Wow.
So the pouch is similar to what you're looking at there. It has the formula here and water
Mhm.
there, and it's
This
flat.
is pre-workout, y'all. This isn't formula. This is pre-workout right here.
Yep, and then all you do is once you burst it, you open it, and then you just put the nipple on it, and then it's ready to go. You feed your baby.
Excellent.
Whenever you're done, you
Wow.
just take it off. This is recyclable and disposable. It can sustain really high and cold temperatures, so it doesn't have to be optimally stored. And then after you're done, then the pouch comes with a wet nap that you can then use to then clean the nipple, so then you could reuse it. Right now,
Amazing.
there's a gap in the system. And so whenever an infant has to get nutrition, there's a lot of things that have to happen. And so there's times, I mean, and you would think this is a third world problem. It's not. It's a global problem to include here in
Wow.
the US. Yep,
Well,
there's a
I'm
lot of
loving
babies
it.
dying because they're drinking unsafe water.
You are an angel. This is so cool.
Yep.
I'm loving the dual pouch approach. And when you talk about the ingredient degradation, I totally understand what you're talking about because I've done the IV, I've done the supplementation, the powders, the ready to drink, and you can just tell, right? You can
Mhm.
tell it's just, it's so, there's so much variance. And then you never know what your dollar is truly getting because it's different every time. And then the on demand, the convenience, and I'm talking about the fitness consumer or wellness consumer right now, but you just took it to another level. Now we're talking about changing lives, saving
Saving lives.
babies. That is
Yeah, yeah, because
so
when there's a
cool.
disaster, a hurricane, a flood, or whatever, and you have to leave your home with just your lives,
Mm,
then, I mean, a lot of things have to happen in order for nutrition to reach a baby. And a baby can't go a long time without eating. A baby can only go 6 to 8 hours without. So can you imagine that
my goodness.
that there's a wildfire and then you have to
Yeah, we
leave
saw
your
that in
home.
California.
And then, like this nutrition has to find you in six to
Right.
eight hours
Somehow.
within 24 hours, the baby's organs start to shut down.
Oh
And
my
so
goodness.
they can't go a long time as an adult can. And then they don't understand that there's been an emergency and there's no food. So,
Wow.
so then it adds another extra pressure because then the parents are worried about the baby and then the baby's crying. And so it
Mm,
just elevates things to another level. But yeah, so originally the product, I mean, I'm still working on that product, but FDA compliances are just really slow and it's a
yeah,
really long process.
sure.
So in the interim, then we're going to go into the fitness category. So I just barely started working on that about 6 months ago.
Wow,
And
we're
so
excited.
we'll be getting ready to do a soft launch next month. And so we're real excited about that. We've got some events that we'll be partaking. We'll be doing the High Rocks in Houston
Yes.
at the end of next month. And so I've sponsored a team there. So we'll be doing a little bit of marketing, and then a couple of weeks after that we'll be doing promotion at the UFC over in Pittsburgh. And so those are a
Wow.
couple of things. We've
So
also got
cool.
some regional bodybuilding competitions, and I might go to the Arnold competition because it's in Ohio. It's not too
Yeah.
far from me. So we'll go
Well,
check out what yeah.
when you're in Houston, we'll connect. And then if the anyone from the HFA or no one knows anyone from HFA Beyond Active, I mean they need to have this there. I've been there and they have great vendors and all of this, but this is game changing. And as we mentioned, life saving as well. You post a lot on LinkedIn. You've been on a lot of podcasts or interviews. And I love that you just are so authentic and you tell your story. There was one moment though, if you can walk us through, because for the owners out there, they got to realize while this seems amazing and you have these great ideas that you've turned into a business and you're testing, it's a lot of hard work. And that includes, and we've all been there where we make mistakes. And you post a lot about that $40,000 mistake moment. Can you walk us through just a little bit behind the scenes of, you're talking about some of the things that have gone well. What about those big ones that you're just like, oh, no, this didn't go so well. Can you share that with us?
Yeah, definitely. It's funny that you say that because tomorrow, I know that this won't be posted until later, so this is good. Tomorrow I've been nominated, or I'll be awarded Entrepreneur of the Year. Yeah, and so it
Congratulations.
hasn't
That's
been said yet,
awesome.
but being that this won't be posted till later, then I
Yeah,
could
I'm gonna
probably
have to
say it
edit this
now.
tonight. I want to be the first one. No, I'm just kidding. I won't.
Yep. So
Wow,
so I had to write this
congratulations.
whole speech, right? And so one of the things that I talked about is that the entrepreneurship, the things that you just don't know. That people just give you, that I guess they kind of support you. They see that you've got this grand idea. It's like, oh my gosh, you should go start a business. You should go do
Right.
it. And you're good at something. And it's like, yes, I'm going to go do it. I'm going to go start this business. But what they don't tell you is that there's a lot of stuff you have to know. Enough that I've been in the business world for a really long time, and I've been working, doing a lot of like project management kind of things, but I've been a senior cost controller for multi-billion-dollar
Mm.
projects. And
That's
so I
important here,
deal
by
a
the way.
lot with the money and data
Yeah,
analytics and
that's
figuring
great.
out, CPI, SPI. Anyway, so I know those things, but as we go into these businesses, there's so much you have to know that you just don't know. I mean, just
Yeah,
because you're good at, you know, making hamburgers or designing dresses doesn't mean that you can run a business.
yeah,
I mean, you can do it, but there's just a big learning curve, right? And so then while you're good at the one thing, then you also have to be good at 20 other things that you may
mm,
know nothing about. And so that's one of the things for me is that with the product like that I was telling you about the FDA compliances, then I have to go through this, have to prove that the packaging is safe for infants because baby formula has never been packaged in this way before.
wow.
And so I made the decision, the pouch that you see here,
Hmm.
this film here can sustain up to 250-degree temperatures. And
Wow.
so this is what I wanted. And I was adamant, like, I want this packaging. And so I got a $40,000 grant, and that grant was going to prove the packaging and say, this is all the stuff that it can do.
Hmm.
The person that I was dealing with, the organization that I was dealing with that was putting the frangible seal on here, the burstable seal, guaranteed me that they could do it. I got it all organized. They were going to make these pouches so then they could get
Yeah.
tested. They couldn't put the frangible seal on there.
Uh,
And so because of that, it dominoes.
sure.
So they couldn't get the pouches to them to do the testing. They were able to do some of the testing, but they weren't able to do all the testing. So it's kind of like you not only lose the money because they couldn't do the tests properly, but then now I have to wait another 6
The time
months.
runway. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's the time that really costs you. So
Yeah.
so I mean, I'm only talking about the grant itself. The cost itself is way greater.
Yeah.
That at this point I can't even put a number to what the
Mm.
mistake costs because it was way greater than 40,000
Yeah, but
because now that
good learning
pushes.
lessons. Good
Yep,
learning
it
lessons.
pushes it out another 6 to 8 months because now I have to redo that whole testing again with
Yeah.
other pouches, and so I
Well,
know,
for
but I
those,
mean, these are things that you just fail fast, fail forward,
yeah,
and
no,
all
for
you can do
sure.
is now kind
Yeah.
of like, Edison, he knows a
Mm.
thousand ways how not to how to make light bulb
Exactly.
work.
No, it's so good. I think for those that are in any type of distribution, supply chain, product, right? E-commerce, CPG, they understand exactly what you're talking about. And what I love about what you've done, just having done my research and us chatting, is and it becomes from your background. It makes sense now from controls and governance and margins and making sure you're doing this not from just a product perspective, but also building an ecosystem, a business around it that's scalable. And I love the other piece around just production ready. I think you're going to have a lot of success with this because of the infrastructure that you've built around your product lines, because clearly you have different areas, different verticals that you can go in. But I'm curious, just in your heart of hearts, and I'll come back to the fitness and wellness space. Is this more, are you targeting more of the pre-workout space, kind of the energy aspect, or is this more of a hydration space? Like, what's your vision, or is it in layers and phases?
Yep. Well, I have a lot of different opportunities. And so, and that's what makes the company really great
Hmm.
because I'm not focused on just one product. This will be our first product, the pre-workout, which of
Yeah,
course is more geared for people that are serious into their fitness journey. But our next product will be a hydration energy drink. And then our third
excellent.
product will be a protein powder. And so the hydration energy drink can be for anybody. So
Hmm.
anybody who likes an energy drink, I mean, whether you want to use it in the morning because you want the extra pep and maybe you've been drinking all night and you need the hydration,
Mm,
or just, you're a bicyclist or you're a runner, or and you want the hydration with the energy drink. And then
yeah.
the protein powder, that really can be just any adult, any adult from, like a older person that just isn't getting enough protein, or somebody who, you know, just younger kids, even though I am going to be making some that are going to be for young kids, like 10, 11-year-olds,
Hmm.
only because my grandkids are that age and
I love that.
they're
Oh.
terrible eaters. And so, you know, they love it. They love the pouch. It's going to be a clear whey protein. And I mean, there isn't anything on the market like this now. So all three
Yeah.
of
No,
these,
I've never
the
seen anything
delivery
like this. This
system,
is great.
yeah. And so it's exciting because I mean, not only did I design this delivery system that doesn't exist, now because I did this, now there's this education that's going to happen, and people are going to start getting blown away at thinking like, no wonder, like, because I'm sure there's been times when people are taking their nutrition and, they're doing their workout and they're like, something's like, I don't know why I'm not getting the good workout. Like,
Right.
and like, and they're blaming themselves, like, I'm not feeling it, or I'm not
Hmm.
progressing like I feel like I should. Like, what is it? Not realizing that it's probably their supplements they're taking,
Yeah. They're
that
just
they're
not
not
absorbable.
working the same for
Yeah.
them as they were like at the beginning. And so then they're on this roller coaster, not realizing that, because, it's like you want to keep things consistent. You want to keep the things that you can consistent, and you're changing your workout as you're, getting stronger and stronger and stronger, not realizing that your nutrition really isn't being consistent.
Yeah.
And so now you're counting on this consistency when it really isn't there.
I love it. Well, you have the moat, right? You talked a lot about the patents, obviously your infrastructure play, manufacturing. The one thing that I'm curious about, oh, and brand, right? And if anyone wants to take a look at the brand and the different aspects, go to Sonia's LinkedIn. My last question specifically to the moat is distribution. So how does this, is it a multi-layered approach for distribution? Is this, just gyms and they're taking care of the rest? Is it studios? Is it health food? Is it on a shelf? Is it at events? Is it actually you're partnering up with a distributor? Is there an ideal distributor that you're looking for?
Well, right now, I mean, because the product is so new and novel, that there's going to be an education piece that has to happen. So
Sure.
really, we have to do at the beginning, we have to do gyms and do like presentations. So we have to educate people how the product works, and then we'll go to events. So that's going to be our first space, trying
Yeah.
to just get the word out. We'll do D2C, but we'll go to these gyms, do the promotion and that kind of stuff, and train the people that are working there as well. Let them try the product, so then they can try to help show what the product is, the excitement behind the product. Because of course, every gym wants to be able to offer their constituents or their customers, just like we're offering the latest stuff, and give them reasons why their gym is the best gym, right?
Yeah.
Because they're getting the newest technology, they got the best equipment, they're providing the best nutrition. So you want to be able to say that as a gym. So it'll help because really right now the product really has to be demonstrated. And
Sure.
if it's sitting on a shelf somewhere, it, I don't know that it could be understood yet. So right now we just have to be a little bit more hands-on at the
Well,
beginning.
I like the pop or pop press or press mix and hit it,
Dominate.
right? Like dominate. I love that.
Yeah,
I think
because
right
it
there,
makes you
yeah, it's
want to
pretty
go,
cool.
because it makes you want to
Very
go.
catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like ready to go. I'm ready to dominate the day, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
love that a
Go do
lot.
your thing.
Well, this is so good. Totally respect everything that you're doing. I mean, there's a lot that goes into this. You're clearly solving a pain point that no one's done. I haven't seen this. I love that
No,
it's
so
not
it's
only in our
exciting.
space, but also to help save our babies out there. I'm telling you, just being a dad, for those that are dads can relate with this. Obviously, the moms or those that are thinking about being a parent, you're going to find out very soon. And I so appreciate the women that are coming together there. They're sharing their voices. They have these Facebook groups and social media groups to help other moms through the breastfeeding, or maybe it's you can't breastfeed, and so there's other options. This is so amazing. I mean, we got to feed our babies, right? And this is
Game
such a
changer.
great
Yeah,
solve, such a
definitely.
game changer. Well, for those that want to learn more about your brand, Sonia, about your product, how can they learn more about you and all of that?
Well, we have all the social media for AlxRX. It's AlxRX. And then with Kelly Baby, also LinkedIn, Facebook. So that's CALLIE BABY. So if you want to know
Love
about
it.
either of them, more than happy to answer any questions that anybody that any
Well, I can't wait. I actually would love to invite you back on because I'd like to get into, especially those that come from this space of product. How do you determine your pricing? How do you determine your margin, right? That go to market strategy. And as I like to say this here at the end, if you're a fitness or wellness operator who wants cash flow visibility, pricing structure, and that CFO level decision support, make sure to reach out to me on LinkedIn or at Stratego Intel. This has been another episode of The Owner Seat. So exciting. I am fired up. I'm going to be up all night, but it's good. It's okay. I have a lot of work to do. I'm your host, Albert Ramos. Sonia, thank you so much. These episodes drop every Monday and Friday at 8 a.m. Central, and we'll see you all next time. Sonia, such a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
And
Have a good
congratulations.
one.
I'll
Thank
see
you
you
for
soon.
having
I'll
me.
see you in Houston next month.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks.